The vegetarian meal, I rarely say vegetarian because this is just a good meal and it happens not to have any meat or fish in it. It's the kind of food I cook so often because it's really the kind of food I like. Hi, I'm Dorie Greenspan. I'm a cookbook author and I'm so happy you're with me in my New York City kitchen today. I have a new book, my 13th. It's called Everyday Dorie, The Way I Cook. A friend of mine said, this book is filled with cookable recipes, highly cookable recipes, and I love that description. I'm on my own tonight, so I'm going to treat myself to a really good meal. I'm going to have pasta with cabbage, winter squash, walnuts, and a special ingredient that I'll tell you about later. And for dessert, I'm going to have such a good dessert. I'm going to have salted chocolate fudge sundae, as good as it sounds. Time to make dessert because I love this technique. It's the chocolate melted, salted, frozen, and then chopped into bits. You're not interested in precision here. You want to have bits. It's hard to chop and not taste. The salt is really present. It's not a hidden flavor, and it's really a surprise with ice cream. I'm going to put them back in the cold pie plate. I should get these into the freezer before I eat more of them. And there won't be enough for my Sunday. I love when I'm cooking and baking that I've made something with my hands. There's something of me in each dish. And that gives me great satisfaction and it makes me really happy to be able to share it with people. I know that people have butterscotch sundaes and I know that they have strawberry sundaes. And I like those, but a hot fudge sundae is really the best. And the hot fudge sauce is really simple to make. You just have to tend it. So it's heavy cream, some sugar, some corn syrup, which really makes the sauce glossy, and the most important ingredient, chocolate, bittersweet chocolate. Cook it until the chocolate melts, and then you want to bring it to the lightest simmer. Just going to pour it into a heat-proof jar. So once the sauce is made, you can let it cool just a little bit, and it can go into the refrigerator, and it's a good keeper. I like to get all of the parts of the sundae prepped ahead so that when I'm ready for it, all I have to do is assemble it. Line a pan with parchment and scoop. I'm going to put the ice cream in the freezer until until I'm ready for it. The pasta is squash, cabbage, dried cranberries for color, for chew, and for that little bit of tang. And it has walnuts for crunch. What makes it so special is cider, which you don't expect. It's a pasta dish that perks you up. I'm going to start with the squash. You can use a delicata squash, butternut squash. I'm going to be cubing the squash. Okay, I'm ready to cook. So I'm making myself a small portion because it's just me tonight. So the pieces are nice and small. You can get some color on them or not. You just want to make sure they're cooked through. Salt and pepper. And now the cider vinegar. And some honey. Okay, these are nice. Just going to set these aside for now. Okay, I'm going to get to work on the cabbage. Essentially, you want to wilt the cabbage. Just get it softened. And you want to give it that same vinegar kick. pasta is almost cooked. So I'm putting in the second secret ingredient, the dried cranberries. So it's nice to let them boil in water because they plump that way. The way I cook is I like to put something unexpected, something surprising in every dish, so that even if you think you know the dish, there's something there that you're going to taste and say, oh, I didn't know that would be there. I drained the pasta. I saved a little of the pasta water. I'm going to put that in here. And here's the pasta and cranberries. The squash comes back. A little more salt. I'm gonna have a good dinner tonight. Okay, let's get ready for my dinner for one. So just like everyone should, I saved room for dessert. The sundae. I think you can make this any way you want. It's really something to play around with. I think I'll take some toasted almonds, make sure that there's flavor everywhere. I'm going vanilla. I'm gonna go 2 scoops, yep. Just a few almonds, a little chocolate, hot fudge sauce. A little bit more. Whipped cream. I think this is a pretty good sundae.